Kind of a crazy 36 hours. Did this work this morning make it worth it? How do you feel now?
I have some nice rest last night. That was the main key, and I definitely are looking forward to come back home and charge the battery. I'm riding today, so I'm glad that then I can see my wife and my kids. They're gonna give me some power back and come back to Churchill.
When's your flight out today? Where are you flying out of?
I'm flying out this morning. I'm going to Houston this time, and hopefully we get a better luck than Atlanta than yesterday. So, but look, let's finger crossed. Then I can get in time with Santa Anita for the races today.
Were you out of Cincinnati or out of Louisville?
Out of Louisville this
Okay.
morning, yeah, same as yesterday.
Okay.
What were your thoughts when you get to Atlanta? And did they just start delaying the flight, or as soon as you got there, did you know?
Well, actually, they canceled my first one, and then the second one had just been postponed and delay. By the time we supposed to go straight to Burbank, and then we get delayed to go to Salt Lake City, and then stop at Salt Lake City, changing the crew, get all the people out of the plane, put back people on the plane, and then go back to Burbank. It would be already 5:30, so I would have missed all my cards over there. So I wasn't pointed to go back. The horse was working today, and I was only 1.5 hours from Louisville, so I was coming back.
I understand that you actually had a private jet lined up to bring you back last night. I mean, if you made it back home to ride, you were going to try to find a way to get back here this morning anyway.
Yes, I mean there was a chance to catch a private jet or probably going to Vegas. Make sure you get out of Vegas, and fly back to Cincinnati. Landed by very tight at 5:20, and then just to get on time for the work here. So it was a tight schedule.
How was the work?
The work was very good.
Kind of take us through what you felt like on.
Look, I think he just to do his maintenance. He's a very smart, intelligent horse. I've been saying this forever. You know, it's a privilege to ride a horse like him. I think he's a horse. Then he does his job. He put his feet on the track. He's a really smart. He really liked the surface. So once when he go around by himself, he's a little bit lazy, and I like that. But definitely positive work.
How does he move over this track compared to how he's moved elsewhere?
Look, I think he has no problem so far. I have to be honest. I don't want to find any excuse. He looks like he moves very well, but obviously on the race day the track is going to be different. No hides about that. And if the track is going to be in this way, I don't think we're going to have any problem about the track.
When do you come back after riding today?
For sure, I'm going to ride here Thursday. So by the time I'm going to go home today, and then. As I say, I'm gonna settle a little bit, rest, and then see if I'm gonna coming back in probably tonight again or tomorrow. I like to travel overnight with the kids like this. It's more easy to handle them. But look, probably 1 or 2 days of rest. I probably need that.
What would winning the Derby mean to you?
Say it again.
What would winning the Derby mean to you?
I mean, I think for everybody it means a lot. If you ask me 5 years ago when I landed in California, if I was going to ride the first favorite in the Kentucky Derby, I would tell you I don't know. But look, it's a privilege. It would be probably the best achievement. I mean, no, probably for sure the best achievement of my career.
Umberto, jockeys have to keep crazy schedules, but at least this last 48 hours, is this as crazy as you can remember, or is this fairly routine for you?
No, I have some other crazy schedule. When I went to Melbourne, they lost my luggage. I was just in and out there for 2 hours for riding only, and I fly 22 hours. So it's a crazy schedule. I mean, only myself. There is probably other hundreds of jockeys that can tell you other stories like that. But it's a part of our life. We know then sometimes a change. One of the worst schedule was when I was ready to fly for Saudi, and they pulled me out of the plane a few years ago. So there is so many stories. It's been 20 years of journey, so a lot of stories.
Are you a good sleeper on a plane?
Not at all. I was, but not at all. Not at all. I don't know. It's been a couple of years. Then I can't really sleep. Fortunately, I don't need an extra space for my legs, but at the same time, I can't really sleep well on the plane.
Have you got a lot of feedback on the Netflix series?
Yes, I do. I heard some people. I mean, obviously, there is people like it, people doesn't. I think it's a good starting point for our industry. And the goal was is to bring people close to our business. Hopefully, this documentary will help us.
I just want to make sure I've got it right. When you flew in the first time, you flew into Cincinnati
Yes.
and then drove down here? Okay.
Yes, I rode a Santa Anita, a flight from 10 a.m. from LAX, from LAX, and it was a very good flight. I mean, like I really landed even 20 minutes in advance. I landed 4:55. Everything was on schedule. Everything was on schedule. But I'm glad that then everything was going through. You know, would it be tough to work with the track in that condition yesterday? So I'm glad that then we worked with the horse today.
Your reaction when you finally got here Saturday and realized you weren't going to work the horse?
I wasn't surprised. I mean, like obviously, you know, you have to cross the country, but you know, we do this for him. You know, we don't want any risks happen. So we work as a team. We win as a team. We lose as a team. So I think it was the most intelligent choice. Then we could make it. And look, we're glad that we worked with the horse today. We happy.
Now that the field is drawn, what kind of trip are you hoping to get in the Derby?
To be honest with you, I watch the draw, but I don't think much about it. You know, it's no point to overthinking right now. As I said, you know, as a jockey, you have to be professional. You have had the races to ride. You can't be focused in only one race. But obviously, you know, you would tell me, of course, it's the Derby. You need to be focused on that. But yeah, I just think, you know, I think we got a good draw. There is some nice speed from the inside, some other speed from the outside. Hopefully, we can get a nice spot to go into the first turn, and then from the half mile pole, we try to find a way to bring him home.